What's going on, guys? Here is my latest project that I am starting. It is a portable Xbox. I mean portable, I mean more like a laptop, because I couldn't run it on batteries. Well, I could, but it would be too heavy. Just because the Xbox pulls something like, I think it's over 150 watts. There's some figures going out there, but I've already started it. And what I've done is I've just taken off all the larger components and all the components that'll be sort of a bit of trouble. For example, I've removed this Ethernet jack and then just extended it out there, because I'm going to be putting this into like some sort of like a briefcase or something with its own little screen, so I need to be able to reposition the Ethernet jack. I haven't finished wiring it up. I've got the twisted pairs in, but I still need to put in these activity LEDs. But I don't know if I'll leave them on the back, on the jack, or put them, I don't know, on a front panel or something. Another thing I've also done, which I found quite surprising, on the debug units and on the version 1.0, the very first launch title, the very first launch console, the GPU had some cooling problems. The heatsink they were using on it wasn't very good or something, so it needed its own fan. Normally the Xbox just uses one fan that just sits up here, but there is a second fan header on the board, and I was looking closely at it. I actually tested it yet because I'm still working on the board, but it should work because the all the traces are there and all the links are there as well. It's even got a little capacitor and everything, so the same as this other one up here. So just looking at that, in theory it should work. If it doesn't, I'll trace back and see what's missing. Should just be something simple, but I think just to save cost they took it off. They left the circuit there. They just didn't put a plug on there for some weird reason. Maybe they used less boards. This is only a 64 megabyte board. I don't know if I'll do a RAM mod on it. I don't really see the point. All this is going to be doing is just playing games. I've got a custom TSOP. TSOP the board. It's got a custom BIOS on it. I can't remember which one it is. I think it's Evo X or something. Just so I can easily use a different hard drive and run a custom dash if I want. I don't know if I'm going to run a custom dash on it. I haven't decided yet. I might go back to a stock dash. I'm sort of over all the software modding and stuff. Also, I've removed all the capacitors and flattened them down. Flatten all them down there, which I could have got away with not doing because it's going to be in sort of like a bigger case. It's not going to be a handheld, so yeah, I could have got away with it, but I just wanted to flatten them down anyway, because chances are, I haven't picked the case yet, but chances are I'm going to have to drop the CD drive down, or using a notebook hard drive, mounted notebook hard drive like here somewhere, and then the optical drive somewhere else, just to save a bit of height. And also because it's going to be pretty closed up, it's going to need really good airflow. That's why I added the second fan header. Yeah, because with all these caps standing up, they do block the air a little bit, and running in a different sort of case might cause problems. I've also desoldered the AV jack. I don't know if I'm going to reuse it again. I might, because this thing's going to have an internal screen. I might just use a AV switcher to switch between the internal screen and the outside screen, and just use standard AV jacks on the back. But I don't know yet because yeah, I haven't really got that far into it. But I thought I'd just start filming. I've also removed the ATX power supply connector just to save, I think, about that much space. Yeah, about that much. Because even though the socket on the board doesn't sit very high, when you add in this extra connector, this isn't the one off the power supply, by the way. When you add in an extra connector, it's going to add way too much height, and the wires are pretty stiff, so they'll have to bend, and it just won't look very professional. I guess modding up a console to fit inside a suitcase isn't very professional either, but just to make it a bit neater, I'm going to, this is just a loom I took off a dead PC power supply, so all the colours match, except for like the purple one, because I didn't have a brown wire. Yeah, so that's just going to be soldered directly into the power supply down there. You can't see it, but the original power supply. I'm also going to remove I'm thinking about it, removing the original 2-prong connector and either replacing it with a 3-pin without a ground, without an earth, just because they can be panel mounted a bit easier, or replacing it just with another one, just running it on extended wires. I haven't decided yet. Don't really like messing around with mains voltage or mains current, but it should be fine. It's a switching power supply, so you could put it in either way, it won't hurt it. Yeah, so that's the build so far. I'm actually moving in like a week, so I don't know if I'll be able to get this done before then, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I've got a few more videos I need to put up soon, so look out for them. Anyway, thanks for watching.